Good evening. Welcome to today's live. I'm going to be working with tarot cards and with some of my oracle decks, and I'm hoping to be able to answer questions that you have. So, any of you who are on the live and are watching this, if there is any area of life that you'd like some guidance for, so there is no specific topic today, but you can definitely comment and you can ask a question related to any area of your life that you'd like some clarity for. So today I'm working with my Rider-Waite tarot deck. It is one of my oldest decks. I have quite a few tarot decks with me, but this is one of those decks that always answers very beautifully. I'm also working with a few of my other decks, which are the Oracle decks. Hi Nandika, hi Malvika. Thank you guys for being on the live. I'm doing a tarot live, or a tarot and oracle guidance live after a few days. So I'm hoping that whoever has any questions today will feel free to post it in the comments, and I'm going to try to get to your question if possible. Today's live is going to be a little short. I'm only going to probably do this for about 20 to 30 minutes. So for those of you who are watching it, if you have a question that you'd like answered from the tarot or the oracle decks that I work with, feel free to put it into the comments and I will get to your question. So some of the oracle decks that I'm working with today, let me share those with you. One is Healing with the Angels. That's one of them. Another one is Messages from Your Angels. The third one is the Gateway Oracle deck. I absolutely love this one. It has brilliant guidance and very, very beautiful images. Another favorite of mine is Moonology. So this gives very, very crisp sort of answers, and a lot of people seem to resonate with the guidance that it gives. So Nandika says that she'd like a general reading with oracle guidance. Sure, Nandika, I'd be happy to do that. Let's see what comes up for Nandika today. And for those of you on the live, now, or if you're asking a question today, wonderful. If you've asked questions in the past, I would request you to also share my live so that other people may be able to join it and benefit from any, questions that are asked. So Nandika says she wants a general reading with oracle guidance. Okay, Nandika, let's see what comes up for you. So any of you who are just joining the live now, we're working with different decks today, and I'm open to answering any questions that you have. So you can go ahead and put that out there in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer it. So I'm working with Nandika. Nandika, this is the guidance for you. This is from Moonology. It says, work through your fears. So if there is something that's been on your mind that's weighing you down, or there's something that has you worried, basically what this particular card is saying, that you've got to work through your fears. A lot of times the things that seem to bother us or weigh us down, a lot of the times they're in our mental space. So you've got to work through those fears, and you start feeling a lot lighter. I don't know if you resonate with that. If you do let me know in the comments. And there's another card here for you, Nandika. This is from the Gateway Oracle deck. It says planting seeds. So let me read what it says here. It says, seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of your soul. So basically anything that you've been putting your attention to, or anything that you've been working towards, Nandika, you need to know that you've been doing things in a way that are actually going to have some long-term benefits for you. So that is the guidance, second card that came up for you, that whatever you've been putting out into the universe, know that you are going to be rewarded for it. I hope the two cards resonate with you. Let's see. Udit is on the live. Hi, Udit. Thank you for being here. Yes, you can have a general reading. Absolutely. Udit has asked for a general reading. Let's see what comes up for you. I'm going to pull one of the oracle decks for you, Udit, and let's see what the guidance for you today is. Avinash Kaur, hi. I will get to your question in a bit. Anyone who's just joining the live, I'd request you to please share the live on your Facebook page or with anyone who might benefit from a reading. You can share it in a group as well, and let more people, connect here and get the benefit of getting some guidance from the tarot and the oracle cards. So Udit says a general reading. Okay. So let's see that this particular card is from Messages from Your Angels. It's Archangel Michael. I hope you can see the card, Udit. It's a very, very beautiful card. It says, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So know that you're protected. Archangel Michael is actually with you. And if there's some change that you've been planning, something new, a new project, maybe even, doing something different, it could be in your personal life, it could be in your workspace. Know that you are going to be helped with the courage that you require to make the life changes that are actually going to help you work on your divine life purpose. So it's not going to be something that is just going to be for the here and now. This is something that's greater. It's something that is talking about your life purpose. So know that Archangel Michael is with you and is going to help you through whatever changes, life changes that you're working on. So Nandika says, thank you, it resonates. You're so welcome, Nandika. Okay, I have another question here. Avinash Kaur. Her question is, do you see that my relationship with my husband is already ended or he will come back to my life again? Okay, Avinash, let me see what comes up with the cards for you. Anyone who's joining the live now, if you have a question, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll definitely try my best to get to your question at the earliest, hopefully in today's live. And do share the live on your page or with any friends or in a group so that more people may join this and benefit from the readings. Okay, so Avinash's question is about her husband. Let's see what comes up for you. Avinash, I pulled up a couple of cards for you. I pulled them all from my tarot deck, and just give me a moment here. I'm just going to share them with you. Thank you for your question, and let's see what the cards have to say for you. So there are three cards that came up, Avinash. The first one is the Tower. As you can make out from the card, it seems that your relationship has been through some very dramatic changes. Like there's been something that's happened that's actually kind of shaken the core of your relationship. And like you can see, the tower shows that these individuals are actually kind of falling off this tower. There's lightning. This particular card, when it comes up in a relationship reading, definitely talks about the fact that there's been a real shake-up and things are not very pleasant. It could be there have been a lot of fights, there's been a lot of unpleasantness. Let me know if you resonate with what I've said so far, Avinash. And in terms of your husband, your question was that has the relationship already ended or will he come back? He is in this kind of place right now. So this particular card is the Nine of Wands. If you can see the card carefully, this person is kind of like, he is not someone who's in a very relaxed mood. It's almost like he's on the defensive. So currently, what I can say is that he is in a bit of a defensive mode. He's not in a mode of reconciling. He is on the defensive, and somehow I get the sense that this is you. You feel that this is the Eight of Swords. You feel very, very locked into the situation. You're mentally feeling very traumatized with everything that's happened. And even though you want to, move forward, in the relationship, you feel like you're tied down and you're not able to make the changes that, might be possible. So Avinash has just said, yes, it had been. Okay, thank you for, letting me know that that's how your relationship was. So he's on the defensive. You're feeling kind of tied down. Now, what is going to happen going forward is the moon, which is basically, as of right now, things are looking, I don't want to say they're not looking good or something, but there's still a lot more that is needed to be revealed. When the moon card comes up, it's talking about the fact that there's a lot more that needs to be revealed to you about the relationship, about your husband. So, there could be some more truths that might come up that, you have not been yet aware of. But if you want to change the situation, this particular card from the Moonology deck has come up for you, which is communication is key. So if you're someone who's still hoping to work things out with your husband, the way to go forward is by actually opening the channels of communication. So I don't know if there's been a breakdown of the communication. Let me know in the comments if it has. But he is on the defensive. You're feeling tied down. There's still things that have to be revealed in the relationship. And if you want to change something in the relationship, then you've got to start the communication with him. Because till you do that, it's not going to happen. So I have some people saying hello to me here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Kamaljeet. Hi, Anil. Anil, let me know if you have a specific question or you want general guidance. Thank you. Okay. Let me see who else is here. Surbhi Parikh. Okay. Surbhi is asking for a health reading. Hi, Surbhi. Thank you for being on the live. Surbhi, normally I don't like to do any health readings on my live. For that, I would normally recommend that you connect with me, separately for a reading, because health readings are not something I normally do for anyone on the live. Let me just pull a card for you and see what comes up. If something related to health does, then we will see. Otherwise, it will be a general card that I'll be pulling up for you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so for you, Surbhi, this is the card that has come up. This is the 10 of Cups. Now, if I look at it from the question that you asked, I said I normally don't do health readings. But if you see the card, it's a very, very beautiful card. Cups are emotions, and visually the card is very beautiful. There's this couple, these kids in the forefront, and in the background there's this, beautiful estate. So if I look at it, it says to me that no, you probably won't need the surgery, because it's a very, very positive card. And if you want a more detailed reading regarding health, do get in touch with me. I do one-on-one personal readings as well. So you can reach out to me and I'd be happy to do that for you. But as of right now, according to that particular card, it doesn't look like you would require the surgery. Okay, so Malvika says she wants a general reading. Sure, Malvika. Let's see what comes up for you. So those of you who've just joined the live now, if you have a question for me, that you'd like me to answer with tarot oracle cards, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll try to get to your question. Yes, I got your question, Malvika. And Surbhi says, thanks a lot. You're most welcome, Surbhi. Yes, Malvika, I'm working on your question. So let's see. Hi, Andres. If you're still here, I'm going to be getting to your question soon. Hi, Sunanda. I don't know if you're still watching the live. If you have a question, feel free to put it in the comments. Okay. So I was reading for Malvika. It was a general reading. Let's see what comes up for Malvika. Okay, Malvika, I have a very beautiful card that's come up for you here. This is from my Healing with the Angels deck. If you can see it, it says miracles. So you asked for a general reading. You said health, love. And I have another card for you from Moonology deck. This is Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. So what are these cards saying? So if I'm looking at your question, you said general, then you said health and love. It's saying that, in terms of relationships, if there is someone, who is in your life, or you're looking at getting into a relationship with someone, don't let pride get in your way. Sometimes what happens is I'm not saying you do that, but sometimes it happens that we sit on, some particular decisions we've made, that this is the way a relationship has to be, or the other person should contact us first, things like that. So if that kind of situation is coming up, it's saying don't let pride get in your way. If you're feeling a certain way about someone, it's all right to go ahead and tell them about that. And also know that you're going to have lots of miracles showing up in your life. So this is a very, very, very deep and beautiful card. And what it is saying is that whether it's health, whether it's love, there is a lot of positivity that can come your way. You've got to expect the miracles to happen, because sometimes when we're going through a difficult time, whether it's with health, whether it's in a relationship, because of those difficulties, we stop believing in magic, we stop believing in miracles. And what the oracle is saying to you is believe in those miracles. When you believe in them, you ask the universe to show them to you. That's when they show up. I hope that was a contribution to you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Anil was next. Anil had asked for a general reading. Hi, Anil. I hope you're still watching the live. Anil, let's see what comes up for you in terms of a general card. Okay. I have one card for you here, Anil. This is from my Moonology deck. Let's see what it says. So, general reading is this one. It says a new start is coming. Now, I don't know, Anil, if you've been working on a new project or you've been focusing your energy on doing something new. I get the sense it's more work wise. So know that that new start is coming. It is a general card that I pulled for you, but somehow I'm getting the sense that it's got something to do with your work. So if you resonate with it, please put it in the comments. If there was some new project or some new way of doing whatever it is that you do, showing up for you, know that that is going to be successful. It's going to take off. And the other card is this one from the Gateway deck, and this is savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life. So that's the other general card for you, that step into fully embracing anything and everything that gives you pleasure. So whatever it is, whether it is watching movies, whether it is being in silence, whether it is pampering yourself. There are different ways that we derive pleasure. So the general reading says that it's time for you to focus on yourself and be that space of giving yourself the love, kindness, and pleasure that you need. And that new start is coming. I'm quickly going to look in the comments if you made a comment about the work. Okay, he said lots coming up. Okay, all the best. It looks good because it said a new start is coming and it's a very positive card. So I wish you all the best, Anil. Wendy, hi. Thank you for being here. I think there are quite a few people here. Ria, hi. Hello, Meeta. I'm going to get back and see, scroll up and see who else's comments I missed. Malvika says, thank you so much. We'll revert back with the miracles. Expecting them. Yeah. So it's not about expecting them, Malvika. It's about being open to receiving them, right? So you've got to open your receiving capacity. When you do that, magic shows up. Hi, Padu. Let's see. I'm just going to see who else had a question here. Sunanda, if you're still watching this, I'm going to be pulling a card for you next. She said, can I have a general reading too? Sure. Let me see what comes up for you. So this one is for Sunanda. Let's see what the general guidance for her today is. Okay, Sunanda, I have one card for you from Moonology. And this one says, it's a very beautiful card, Sunanda. It says, have faith in your dreams. So what are those areas of your life that you've been wanting to change or work on? And sometimes, we feel that, we've got too many things going on, or maybe it's not the right time. What this card is really saying to you, Sunanda, is that have faith in your dreams and know that whatever it is that you're dreaming of is going to be possible. You just got to, believe in your dreams and follow them. And definitely, you'll be able to manifest those dreams or actualize them in life. So don't be afraid to dream big. It's time to dream big and pursue those dreams. I hope that was helpful. Okay. So I have quite a few questions here. I'm going to try to get to as many as possible. And now what I'm going to have to do is I am going to be going up and down through the comments, and whichever person calls me out energetically, I'm going to answer the question. I'm sorry, sometimes I may not be able to get to everyone's question today, but I'm definitely going to try my best. Okay, let's see. Daisy, if you're still here, I'm reading for you. Any message for me? Livelihood is in question nowadays. Okay. I know, Daisy, it's a very tough time for many people, and I can understand that it can be very stressful and difficult. So I'm hoping, good things come up for everyone, including you, and things change for the better. So I have a couple of cards for you here. I know you said specifically livelihood, but there was another card that actually popped up for you. Let me know if you resonate with it, Daisy, in the comments. I'm just going to share it with you. The first one is this. This is from Messages from Your Angels. I hope you can see the card. And the card says, this is Sonia. And what does Sonia say? Daisy Sonia says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. So this is someone who's crossed over. I'm happy at peace and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Have you lost someone? It doesn't have to be very recent, but someone who somehow I get the sense in the last month and a half has been coming to your mind. And that is a little message from the person to you saying that they're okay and they love you, they're watching over you. If you resonate with it, Daisy, let me know. And the second card that has come up for you, you said livelihood is in question these days. Let's see what comes up for that. This is the one from Gateway Oracle deck. Daisy, starting afresh, or starting fresh rather. Beautiful card, Daisy. It says, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. So it's funny because the theme today seems to be magic and miracles. So are you willing to accept those magic and miracles that might show up for you? Because that is what this is saying, that it's very possible a new start, a beautiful start is coming up for you. So even with the livelihood, there could be something developing there that will change everything for you. Okay. Hi, Andres. Andres says, Andres is from Portugal. Thank you for being here. I will read for you if you put a question down. And sorry, Arjun, I'll just get to you. Daisy says, okay, grateful. I've been grieving over Sushant. Sonja came to after my brother's death as well. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. So, thank you for letting me know that. But like I said, that was one card that came up for you. But the other one was that a new start is coming for you. So I wish you all the best. Gita, I will get to you right after Arjun. Arjun Gowda says, I love Kirti. What does he feel for me? Okay, let's see what comes up for Kirti. I'm addressing Arjun's question. And like I said, now I'm just going up and down my comments. I'm going to try to get to as many people as possible. If I can't answer your question, please join my next one. I will be jumping to Gita's question after this. Gita, was it a general reading you wanted or something specific? I have to look through the comments. If you can repost, I would appreciate it. So I'm going to answer Gita's question and then Andre's question. Okay. Arjun says, I love Kirti. What does he feel for me? Okay. Let's see what comes up with that. Kirti, basically, I have a couple of cards that I pulled for you with regards to Kirti. And Kirti is in this kind of space right now, which is the Four of Swords. It seems like Kirti has been through a bit of a rough patch and right now is in a place where, you know, this card is like a very meditative place. This person is taking sort of rest, you know, more of a mental rest after a period of a lot of strife. So I don't know if the person went through some very difficult time recently, but right now they're a little switched off. They are kind of more in a rest mode, more of a meditative mode. Going forward, for you, this is what comes up, which is the Three of Wands. It's like you here who's kind of maybe invested something in this relationship, or sort of let the person know how you're feeling and you're waiting for a response to come back. So that is what is coming up for you. So as of right now, I feel that the person hasn't really made up their mind about you. So it's not like they don't care for you, but they are in a different mind space right now. If you resonate with that, if that is what you've been sensing from the person, let me know, because that is what is coming up. And the advice for you, you know, in the situation is this: you need to follow your bliss. So my soul sings with joy. So if you're trying to invite love into your life, one of the very, very important elements of that is actually loving ourselves. So when you're in that happy, joyful space, loving yourself, love will enter your life. So the advice to you is, you know, do those things that make your soul sing with joy. I hope that was a contribution. Okay, so Arjun says, so true, waiting for response. All the best, Arjun. You have to be a little patient because it's not about you. There's something the person's experienced that's put them in a mind space that is not a very happy space. So I hope, okay. So I'm going to be addressing Gita's question now. She says relationship. Okay. Gita, let's see what comes up for you as far as relationship goes. And right after that, I am going to go to a couple of other Andres. And then Akshay, if he's still on the live, I will get to his question, and then I will just see who else comes up energetically. Gita, so your question is about relationship. You not specified a question, so I am just going to be doing a general reading with relationship. Okay, let's see what comes up. So Gita, this is the first card that's come up. This is the King of Wands. So somehow, Gita, this particular card, Wands is always talking about energy. So this could be representative of the person that you're in a relationship with, because this person is someone who has a kind, caring, side to them, but is also someone who is very action oriented. If you resonate with it, let me know. And the next card that came up is the Knight of Cups, which is a beautiful card. And that is basically because cups are talking about emotions, and this particular card is talking about the fact that there could be something changing in the relationship, where this card talks about some sort of proposal, some sort of movement forward. So let me know if you resonate with the description of the individual. But the next card that came up is definitely talking about that the person might think of taking the relationship to a next level. If you're looking for a person, if you're currently not in a relationship, then there is a possible. Yes, you got the person, she says. Okay. Gita says you got the person. Leo. Okay, perfect. Great. So I'm glad I got the person. So know that there is something, that the individual is definitely thinking about. This is a beautiful card to get in a relationship reading. And definitely, there is something going to be coming up in terms of the person wanting or desiring to take the relationship to the next level, like a proposal, or something will change in your relationship, which will be a good change. So I hope that was helpful. So she sent me a heart. Thank you, Gita. Okay, so I have few comments here from Arjun. Very well resonated. God bless you. And he says, I'm amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I'm able to do this sometimes. And, I know right now is a tough time for a lot of people. So I just feel these lives help, with some guidance. And like I always say, these are guidances in the present moment. Everything in our life is changeable, anything and everything. So just because something came up in a card doesn't mean that is exactly what's going to happen. We have free will. We can make decisions about our health, about our relationships, about work. So it'll depend on what decision you take, that result will come up. Ria, sure, I'll get to your reading too, but there was someone here. I'm looking for the person. Andreas, okay. His question is, will I get a new job soon? I'm 27 years old. Okay. Let's see what comes up work-wise. And after this, I'm going to go to Akshay. And then I am going to see who else has a question. I'm going to be on my live maybe for another 10 minutes, maybe maximum 15. So I hope I can get to as many people as possible. And if I'm not able to answer your question, apologies. Do join the next live. I'll put it out there a little earlier, maybe next time. And, so watch out for that. Maybe in the next 2-3 days, I'll do another live, and I'd be happy to take your question that day. Okay, so Andrea's question is about work. Okay, Andreas, I did not need your age, but thank you for putting it out there. I do have a couple of cards that I quickly pulled for you. Well, these are from my tarot deck. This one is the 8 of Swords. Swords is all about mental energies. If you look at the image on the card carefully, there's this woman who's tied down, and obviously you've been in a space in terms of the work where swords are all about mental sort of energies. You've been very stressed out about it. You're feeling kind of tied down in the situation. You're not sure what direction things are going to go for you. If you resonate with it, let me know. But what's come up for you in the future is that there are 2 cards that have come up: Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles normally represent growth, and they represent finances and money. So likelihood of you getting a job soon are pretty much there. But you've got to be this, which is the Knight of Wands. You've got to put your skill set out there. You've got to be willing to actually really talk about, whatever your qualifications or your capabilities are. So if you're applying for jobs, make sure that you highlight all those things about you, because you've got to put that space out there, and then you'll have movement forward. And the Queen of Pentacles has come up, which is generally a card which comes up a lot of times for someone who's in a good place financially. So if you see the images on the card, is this woman who's looking at this pentacle. Like I said, pentacles often, it's an earth element, but it represents a lot of, finances, stability, wealth, things like that. So you will be in a position where you'll be comfortable when you get that job. That job is going to be a job that will pay you fairly well, and you'll be in a much more happy and comfortable space. You won't feel that stressed out or upset or tied down any longer. If you resonate, let me know. Andrea said thank you. You are very welcome. Okay, let me get to Akshay's question. Okay. Akshay says my main issue is conflict with people in my business. He'd said earlier he wanted a general reading. He was feeling a bit low. Okay. So Akshay, what exactly is your question? You said that it's conflict with people in your business, but what do you want to know? Do you want to know how to resolve the conflict, or do you want to know what's going on with them? I'm not too sure. I'm going to try to pull out a few cards. If there's something very specific, you can tell me. Otherwise, I will just pull up cards based on what you've shared, which is you're feeling low and there's something connected to work that is not, making you very... Okay, got it. Your business head and you. Okay, got it. So let's see, Akshay, what comes up for that. Okay, all right. I've seen your comments here. So let me see what comes up for you as far as work goes. Your question is work related. Just pulling up some cards for you. Okay. So your question is, so I've seen your comments here. You've got anxiety and you want to know if they are trustworthy. Basically, Akshay, I want to tell you something. This particular card that has come up for you is the Five of Cups. Now, if you see the image carefully on this particular card, this guy is looking at these cups, which are usually related to emotions. Obviously, you said you're feeling anxious. So there's a lot of emotions are running high. I understand that, especially when it's something connected to work. But what you're doing is you're looking at just what is lost or something, in terms of even your business individuals that you're talking about specifically. You're looking at what is not working with them versus what is left over. So there is something that is also good about the people, but you're not willing to look at that. There's obviously something they've done that has kind of put you in a space of mistrust with them, but you're only focusing on that. You're not willing to focus on what is left over and what may be right about the person and how they can contribute. In this card, there's also a bridge here, which is saying that the solution to your problems is not very far away. You've just got to change the way your perspective, the way you look at the situation, and the solution is right there. As far as work goes, I'm seeing that, this particular card that has come up, the Six of Wands, is going to put you in a much more better position with these individuals, where you will start feeling, things are moving in the right direction, and it's almost a time of victory and a time of celebration. Another card that has come up is the Ace of Wands. Now, when this particular card comes up, this is a beautiful, beautiful card for anyone who's having a business reading or anything to do with creating something, because Ace is always about new beginnings. And this particular card, again, going with the Wands theme, this is also Wands, is talking about that there is going to be a new beginning as far as your work goes. However, the other card that came up from Monology is this one, which is it's time to take some action. So even with, I don't want to, on the live specifically get into the individuals you mentioned, but when this card comes up, what it's saying is if there's certain decisions you've made that you want some change in your organization, even if it's with that particular individual, it's time to make those changes. You've got to be in this space. You don't have to be in a space of feeling low and depressed and not sure about what's happening, feeling like you can't trust the person. You've got to be in command. You've got to be someone who holds, the authority in your hands, and you've got to be feeling that victorious and joyful and happy with your business. So there is the possibility of something new happening. This can also denote that those changes, which this card said it's time to take the action. When you do take that action, I think somewhere you've already decided what you need to do, but you're holding back. You know, when you do that, it is going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing for your business. You'll be able to move forward. There's going to be some incredible things that are going to show up, for your work. And when this card comes up, it also talks about the fact that whatever happens as far as the business goes, it's actually about creating for the future. So the future is going to, yes, the business will do. You said, wow, so true. Thank you for your feedback, Akshay. Yes, the business will do well. You've got to have the courage to make those decisions. Don't feel scared. Whatever you've decided, trust yourself, trust your gut, because that's what's come up in the reading. And forget the reading, even otherwise. I always tell everybody, trust your gut. We've got to learn to start trusting ourselves more. Your business will do incredibly well. It will pick up. It'll be a business that will actually be able to create for your future. So, it's not only about the present that will do well. It's going to be a business that will create for the future, and it will create very well. And the Ace of Wands is all about creation. It is about, a new start, and it is about creating for the future. So I hope you resonate with that. Wendy, I've seen your question. I will try to get to you. There were quite a few other people on the live that I still have to get to. So please, okay, Roshali, I'm going to answer your question. I'm looking for your question. Praveen Thiru says, hello from Germany. Hi, Praveen. If you have a question, put it down here. I'm trying to get to Roshali's question now. Roshali, I'm looking for your question. Yeah, got it. Talking to guys, Sunil from Shadi. Serious to take things forward, genuine, not talking from 3 days. As I asked for details, good person. Okay. So what is your question? You want to know what kind of person this person is, Sunil? Is that your question? Roshali, I can't make out your question, clearly from here. Do you want to know what kind of person this guy is, Sunil, who you met, I guess, on shadi.com? You want to know if they're serious and they want to take things forward? Let me know. Praveen, sure, I'll get to your question. So, Roshali, you've not answered. I hope that you're here, still on the live, because I am trying to get to your question, but I want some clarity. What is it that you want to know? What is he thinking about us? Is he serious? Okay, got it. Okay, let's see what comes up for this guy, Sunil. And after this, I'll get to Praveen. I'm going to be on my live just for another 5 to 7 minutes, guys. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible. If I can't get to your question today, apologies. Please join my next live. Okay, Roshali, let's see. Roshali, there are a couple of questions. I mean, sorry, not a couple of questions. There are a couple of cards that have come up for you. Somehow this person sees you, so when this card comes up, this is from my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's Strength. It's a beautiful card. This person is seeing you as someone who's a very strong sort of person. Very, strong, maybe very opinionated, strong-headed, someone who knows herself. And I think it's made him nervous. Somehow I don't get the sense that he's a very genuine person, because this particular card, the Fool, if I'm talking about it in a relationship reading, I think he is right now at a point where he wants to explore things. So even in terms of this, I'm not saying that he is not interested in you. Somewhere he sees you like this person who's a very strong person, which is a great thing, The advice with this card is also you got to tame the lion. So if this is a person you're interested in pursuing, you're going to have to be very patient with the person. You're going to have to find the things that will make the person open up to you and trust you more. Because right now the person is seeing you as someone who's very strong, and maybe that's made the person nervous. He's somehow in this space right now. The Fool, if it comes up in a reading, is basically someone who is on an adventure. So right now he's in a space of exploration. So even though you've connected on shadi.com, it can very well be he's not very serious about taking a relationship very quickly to the next level. He wants to explore, he wants to get to know the person, and then take things forward. So you've got to make up your mind now, is that the type of person you want, who's not in a space of immediately committing, because that is what's coming up with the reading. However, if you're patient with the person, and you're willing to invest the time and energy that's required for him to get to a point to trust you, then he might open up to you, share the details that you've asked for, and be willing to take things forward. But as of right now, he's someone who's exploring, and he wants to take things a little slow. He doesn't want to jump into something right away. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Praveen, can I have a reading about my job? I'm still trying to get a job in the company where I did my internship. Will I get it this month? Okay. All right, Praveen, let's see what comes up for you related to your job. So Praveen said he's trying to get a job from the company where he did his internship. He wants to know if he's going to get this job this month. Okay, Praveen. Praveen, I pulled up a few cards for you. Now what is coming up for you is that it seems there are other contenders for the job, right? Let me know if you resonate with that. Um, because this is the first card that's come up, the Seven of Wands. If you can see, this person is in a bit of a defensive position where they're trying to ward off someone. So it seems to me that there are several other contenders for this particular job, and you've been feeling pretty stressed out because it's somehow been a time where you're trying to prove yourself, your skills, your abilities, and that is sometimes difficult to do, because we feel that whatever you've put in some time in this organization, you've done an internship, you should be rewarded for that time there. And it seems like it's going to be a difficult sort of thing, to go on kind of defending yourself or putting it out there that this is what I think I should deserve this job, or I should get this job. The next card that came up is Judgment, which is saying that a decision is going to happen as far as this particular job. Okay. He just made a comment. A job position was created to me, but was put on hold because of COVID. There was just one more person for the job. Okay, fine. So because I got the sense there are other contenders for the job, you're saying there was one more person, which is fine. But you've been in a position where you're trying to, hold on. If you see this card, it's like, a lot of things are going on and you're just trying to hold on to where you are. This card has come up, Judgment, which says a decision will be made as far as this particular job goes. The third card that came up for you is the Lovers. So if I look at it from the point of view of the job, you're definitely, even if there are two contenders, you're definitely someone who is the hot favorite for the job. So there is a very big possibility you're going to get the job, and you're going to get it this month. The next card is from Gateway. This is the Oracle deck, Praveen, and it says manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. So like I said, I don't know, today's theme seems to be all about magic and miracles. So Praveen, I wish you all the best. I hope you get that job. I know it's a tough time out there for a lot of people. But what the reading is saying as far as the particular job goes, I think for the organization, you are the hot favorite. You are in a bit of a defensive position because you somewhere are feeling you've got to prove that, you are the right person for the job and it should be given to you right now. But the last card that came up for you is, or the last two were Lovers, which is basically a card that shows that, you're the hot favorite for them. And the last one was about manifesting your dreams. So please, everyone on this live now, watching it later, let's all have more trust in ourselves and let's put out more positivity into the universe. Instead of putting out, negativity or doubt, let's start putting out more positivity into the universe, because that is what the universe is going to give back to you. So have faith, know that your dreams are going to be answered. It's looking good for you, Praveen. All the best. Okay. I am in the last few minutes of my live now. I think I'm going to only be able to read for one or maximum two people. I am very sorry if I haven't been able to get to your question today. Okay, Wendy, I'm going to address your question. You asked a question about your relationship since the last few days. You said the person's not been, in touch with you. And You said that the person's not been in touch with you and you've been a little upset. So let's see what's going on there. And after Wendy, I think I'm going to be able to only take one more question today. Okay, let's see what comes up for Wendy. Okay, so Wendy, what's come up for you right now is that you are in a space where you want to take things forward. The chariot has come up for you. So you're in a space that you want to take things forward. You want there to be some movement. Like you said, you want more communication in the relationship. But the person is in this space, which is the devil. So please don't go by just the words like the devil and the image on the card. What that's talking about is the person is very tied down by something they've experienced recently. And I know that you've talked about this before. You've been on another live before where you said that the person is a doctor and was serving COVID patients. So they've obviously been through something which has been very difficult for them. Now, in terms of going forward, there's a beautiful card that's come up for you, Archangel Uriel. Okay, Wendy, what this says is your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I'll help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So if you're feeling, anxious, you're feeling angry, you're feeling upset with the person, Wendy, my advice to you is release it. Write down your emotions, write what you're feeling, let it go. And then start. Uh, Being willing to receive love, care from the individual from a different place, not from a place of expectation or from a place of feeling upset with the person. You've got to release any anger and unforgiveness you're feeling. I know you said that the person now has leave and they're not in touch with you, but what the reading is saying is that the person's gone through something very tough and they're still in a place where they're dealing with it. So I know it's difficult sometimes to be patient, but that is what the cards are showing. And there's something you've got to release right now uh, to change the dynamics of your relationship. I quickly pulled another card from my gateway deck and it says mending bridges, I heal rifts, and I am a mender. So ask for that energy to show up. So if you're feeling that things are not working the way you were hoping they would, ask for those bridges between you both to be mended so that lines of communication can open up and there can be more flow of communication between you both. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Ria Malik. Okay, Ria, you're the last person today. Tell me what your question is. I'm looking for your question. Relationship reading. Okay. Lots of relationship questions today. Let's see what comes up for you. Is it a general reading, Ria, about relationships? Or is there a specific question you have? Let me know while I pull some cards for you. Tell me if it's just a general reading or Wendy says, thanks a lot. You're most welcome. Padhu, sorry, I did say I'll get to your question. So Wendy says, absolutely true. Sorry, Wendy says, absolutely true. Great. I'm glad. So please follow, the advice of the cards. I'm sure, things will get better and will change for you. Padhu, please repost your question. Okay, so Ria says, yes, ma'am. So a general reading for relationship. Okay, let's see what comes up. Padhu, can you repost your question? I do remember I had said I will read for you. So please repost so that I can quickly get to your question. Okay. So now for you, in terms of relationship, Ria, you said general. There are a couple of cards here. This is the Ace of Swords. Ace again signifies new beginnings, but this particular card, the Swords is a lot about mental energies. So, okay, you said you generally get disappointment. Okay, I'm sorry, Ria, that happens. It's sad because uh, at times we hope for a different outcome or we're looking for something different and something different shows up. This is talking about the fact that there's going to be a new beginning for you as far as the relationship goes. And what the card is saying is now use your mental strength, your mental energies to cut through the situation or to change the situation to your liking. Okay, So it's a good card that's come up for you as far as a love reading goes or a relationship reading goes, because it's indicating that there is something new coming up for you in a relationship, and it's going to be a relationship that is going to be strong. It's going to be a relationship which is going to work very beautifully for you. So you've got to be willing to use your mental energy. So you already said a couple of things. You said you get disappointed. So that is the first thought you've got to change. Ria, you've got to get rid of that thought. I know sometimes when we experience something, that is how we operate, but actually everything we invite in our life is about what energy we're putting out there. If you're going to put out negative energy, I always get disappointed, I always get creeps, so people are never faithful to me, I don't never find the right person. That is what the universe will show you. So somehow you've got to get rid of that thought for yourself. The other card is this one, which is igniting courage. It says you're strong, valiant, and courageous. So this should be your mantra. Instead of being in that negative space, you've got to be like, I am strong, I'm valiant, I'm courageous, and I'm going to be able to find the right person for me. There's nothing wrong with actually having an affirmation like that and actually believing in it, because anything and everything is possible. If you've had disappointment before, doesn't mean that is what you're going to face, Ria, going forward. uh, Let's see. I got you one more card, Ria. This is Caressa. She is from Messages from Your Angels. Beautiful card, Ria. It says you are at the end of a cycle in your life. So if you've been in a cycle of disappointment, you're at the end of that. And call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness, happiness awaits you now. So you can't get a more beautiful card than that, Ria. Please, change your mindset. Stop putting negativity out into the universe, and you'll see someone and something different show up for you. I wish you all the best. Okay. Okay, so Padhu has a question, and her question's about pregnancy. Okay, sorry, I missed your question. I had said I'd read for you. I have done some readings on this on some lives. On one particular live, I had a lot of people come up with pregnancy questions. Again, it's health related. Generally, I don't do the health related questions on my live. Padhu, I will pull some cards for you. If the pregnancy question gets answered with that, then I'd be happy to share. But specifically health related questions, I don't like to do that. Okay, let's see what comes up for you, Padhu. Okay, Padhu, are you someone who's been trying, to get pregnant for a while? Because this particular card, the Five of Pentacles, if you look at it carefully, it's like this couple. They look unwell, but what this card is talking about is like this is Pentacles, which is in this card it is Pentacles are finances, but if we are relating it to pregnancy or to relationships or something, what it means is that whatever you're searching for is right there, but you're moving around in circles, and it's been a very difficult time for you because you've not been able to get pregnant perhaps. So I don't know if you've tried getting pregnant before and not been able to. Please put it in the comments so I can understand. uh, you know if that's something you've experienced where you try to get pregnant and you haven't been able to. But what that card is saying is what you're searching for is right there, but you're looking externally for it. The other card that has come up for you is this one. Now, Knight of Wands, the way I would relate this to the reading is Knight of Wands is usually wands is action, but this particular card talks about the fact that there is something in the relationship perhaps that is causing you a lot of stress. If you resonate with it, please put it. You said not being able to. Padu says not being able to. Okay. So you've not been able to conceive, you've been trying. Yeah, because that's what that card is talking about. You've been trying and you've been, going around in circles and it's not been happening. Also, if you feel it's okay for you to talk about it, it's totally your choice. I understand if you don't want to share. But somewhere there's a lot of stress in your relationship. It's like not a relationship where you said yes. Okay. So yeah, because that will also somehow affect you getting pregnant, you know. If it's a relationship which is not a relationship where we are creating together, we're not contributing to each other's life, then uh, getting pregnant might not happen that easily or might not happen at all, because this is something different from tarot. But if you're going to bring a child into the universe, you've got to be committed to taking care of that child. And you want to bring a child into the universe where there's a lot of stress in the relationship. So something in the relationship needs to change. However, the last card that came up for you was the Three of Cups. As you can see, Cups is emotions, and this is a celebration. And it's three people involved. So it could be you, your partner, and the baby. There is a possibility after about 3 to 6 months, between 3 to 6 months, that you get pregnant. But again, my advice to you is sort out the relationship first, because even with babies, they understand everything. Whatever happens in a relationship, we feel that a child doesn't understand. We are all energetic beings, and children pick up energies of their parents very, very deeply. So please work on changing something in your relationship. All the best. Okay, guys, Kanika says, pick a card for me. All right, Kanika. Hi, Kanika. I'm well. How are you? I hope you're still here. I've been telling everyone this is the last one for today. But when I saw your comment, I said, I have to pull a card for Kanika. So, Kanika, let's see what comes up. Okay. Kanika, pretty cool card for you. It says prosperity lies ahead. So that is one general card that I pulled for you. And basically what this card is talking about is that, good times are ahead, prosperity is ahead. It's going to be a time of growth for you. The other card that came up for you from my angels deck is a very, very, very beautiful card. It is Archangel Gabriel. And I'm going to read to you what it says. Okay, Kanika? It says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. If you're someone who resonates with angels and connects with them, Archangel Gabriel is asking for you to connect with him. And he's saying you've got a very important mission of communication and the arts. Don't let any insecurities hold you back. And the other one was prosperity lies ahead. These are interrelated. Connect to that awesome work that Gabriel's going to guide you to. And he said, wow, it is a wow. And prosperity lies ahead for you. So I wish you all the best. Padhu says, wow, we thank you. Thanks a lot, dear. Very happy. Padhu, do look into what I said about the relationship, because that is a very, very important aspect of being a parent. I hope that, whatever I shared is helpful to you. Thank you guys for being on this live. I'm really sorry for the ones I couldn't answer their questions today. I do go live every few days. This time I've done it after a while. If you want a personalized individual reading, feel free to reach out to me. You can either direct message me on Facebook, or you can, reach out to me. I think I've shared that on this particular live, how you can reach me for a reading. So personalized readings are definitely available, and I'll be happy to share with you what that involves. And again, apologies to the ones that I couldn't read for today. I hope to read for you another day when I do another live, hopefully another 2-3 days. So stay tuned to the page. You can always like the page, because that's a way for you to get notifications. Also on the live today, there might be a tab that says get notified when I go live. You can turn that on, and every time I go live, you'll have a notification then, and you could always join the live. Again, thank you very much. And I just wanted to repeat that everything is a choice. Whatever I shared today is the guidance that's come up for today. We all have free will. We make choices as per what we choose. And according to that is what actually happens going forward. So I wish you all a good week ahead. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here today.